Look, everybody, it's Mini Tim. We need to actually update this look, though, because it needs a beard. However, I always get complaints about my beard, so they probably like that one better. We're here at Bounty Hunter Toys once again on this Boxing Day with Mike Haddle. Hello, Mike.
Hello, Tim.
Good to see you again, buddy.
You too.
This is like becoming like an annual thing, our little visits and your Boxing Day, Boxing Week sales.
Boxing Week sale.
Right?
Once a year, we do a sale. That's the only time we do discounts.
Okay. In front of comic books, because this is the new thing for you.
It's our new section. We opened up in September. We only do old comics. We don't do new. Specialize in 12 centers, Silver Age, Golden Age, that kind of stuff.
Always people bringing their comics in?
People come in, they trade in comics for toys, and they trade in toys for comics. So,
why get into the comic book trade?
I love comics.
I know that, but
comics go hand in hand with toys. They do, 100%. I mean, you can't have a Spider-Man figure without a Spider-Man comic.
So is this always something that you've wanted to do, and you just, now that you have the space?
I used to do comics. I've been doing this 25 years now. Yeah. And when I first started, I was doing comic books and trading cards, and that just morphed into toys, and I had a chance to get back into comics, and I took it.
Why not new comics?
I don't want the hassle. There's enough new comic book shops out. We're a toy shop that deals in comics. We don't want to be a comic shop that deals in toys.
And you got lots of toys, and lots of unique toys, too. Let's kind of focus on some of those. Like, nobody has this type of stuff. Point out a few things for us here, Mike.
Oh, we got Simpsons stuff, which you can't really find anymore. Older stuff like Kasha the Titans, Battle Beasts, Chips figures, still in the original package, which is very hard to find stuff from 30, 40 years ago. You know, and of course Power Rangers.
Anything in these glass containers, is this stuff that people have come in and have traded in?
Yes.
Or have you found somewhere else?
Probably 90% of what we have are items that people have walked through our front door and we purchase off them. Because we buy toys off people all the time. You know, very rarely I'll go to, I might hit a garage sale if I drive by it on the way into work. But very rarely I'll go to a toy show or a convention or something.
When people are bringing in toys, what's the one thing that they're doing wrong? As far as, like, I'm saying...
Tossing them in the bag, bringing me broken stuff, dirty stuff. I mean, clean up your toys a bit, you'll get a lot more money from me. That's one. If I have to spend hours cleaning a collection, I'm going to pay you less. You know what I mean? Because it takes up time. We pay more for stuff, obviously, in good shape and complete. Original accessories, stuff like that.
In the original packaging would be
Original
ideal.
packaging, you get a lot more money. A lot more money.
Right, so if you have anything sitting around in the basement or the attic that's in the original packaging.
And it's funny, too, we get a lot of old stuff in it, and it never... I mean, it still surprises me today that people still have stuff from 40 years ago in the package.
Is there stuff that you're looking for that you don't get that you want?
There's nothing we're looking for, but we're looking for everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't have a real preference. I mean, there's favorites I have. I prefer vintage Star Wars toys. I prefer Micronauts, Mego figures. You know, there's a lot of stuff from like late 70s that I really don't get in that often. The vintage Star Wars we do, but that's because we've made it well known that we look for vintage Star Wars.
We're going to be talking a little Star Wars because here there's a little new movie coming out, and there's a few figures that Mike has here at Bounty Hunter Toys in the next room. We're going to talk superheroes. We're going to talk tons of great girl stuff too. I don't know. I don't like to use that term, right? But that's what it is.
When it came out, it was a girl toy.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. And we'll get into more of the Boxing Week sale here at Bounty Hunter Toys on Ottawa streets. When we come back next half hour on Bolen Live. There's no reason to get angry. Mike has tons of Incredible Hulk figurines here at Bounty Hunter Toys. That's what we're talking about. We're talking villains, we're talking superheroes, which is a huge market for Mike and the gang here at Bounty Hunter Toys. Is it because all these movies, that's what it's doing for you?
That helps.
Yeah?
It helps. Anytime a new trailer, a new movie comes out, sales spike for that specific item.
So even on this wall here, like there's some unique ones that, listen, I don't know everything about all of these movies, but I don't even know some of these characters. The Creeper, what's the Creeper from?
Creeper's from DC Comics.
Okay.
He's an odd guy. We'll leave it at that.
Has he been in any movies?
No, he hasn't been in any movies. No. That DC Universe line that you're looking at right now actually put out a lot of figures that haven't been in movies. Were spotlighted in comics over the last 60, 70 years.
How important are the movies to your business?
They help.
Yeah.
They help. I mean, I'm not a fan of all of them, but I'll still sell the product for them because everyone else is a fan of them.
Right.
You know?
Because before the movies, obviously the comics were big, but the movies has really opened up this whole market just on a wider scale.
Yeah, totally
has.
It totally has, absolutely. We used to be able to keep superhero figures in stock for a couple of weeks, maybe a month, way back when.
Yeah.
And now we're lucky when we get a new collection. We're lucky if it sticks around more than a week.
We got some more stuff even over here. Is everything here used?
Used, that's a previously owned. Used,
Okay, you don't like the word used.
Because used to me means like a used car, right? It's got a bit of rust on it, doesn't run as well. We try to buy stuff that's only in great shape or still in the original package. I mean, clearly, if it's an original package and the package is beat up, the toy is perfectly mint. You know what I mean? So we'll say previously owned, previously collected.
So when people come here and buy something like Wolverine in the package, and would they take it out of the package, or would they keep it in the package to
Once they purchase the toy, they can do it.
They could.
Yeah. I'm all for. There's no wrong way to collect, and I'm all for presentation of your product. So if they want to collect stuff and open everything, that's great. You get more toys out that way. My stuff's all open at home, so.
Yeah, what kind of collection you got at home? Are you like a mechanic or a carpenter?
You don't have enough segments to go through my sections at home.
Statues.
Yes, statues, minibus, maquettes. We started doing this stuff about a year and a half ago, I'd say, and it really took off. I was a little nervous to start carrying higher end stuff like this, but people love them.
Do you put all this stuff on the website?
No, we kind of took a step back on the website from displaying all of our products. We want people to come in here now.
Right.
You know what I mean? I've been doing this 25 years, since before our website, before the internet, and I've done all that stuff, and it's great. But I enjoy the looks on people's faces when they walk in here and they're like, "Oh, you've got this.
Yeah.
Look at everywhere."
Right. Finished up with some of the packaging stuff. This is kind of new for you too.
Not really new. We've done it, but now we're doing it on a larger scale. So I've expanded what we carry. We carry doll stands, Hot Wheel cases, action figure stands for loose figures, wrestling stands. These cases down here for if you have an action figure that's open that you want to protect. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Same with the ones there, and the ones on the very bottom are for original stuff in the package, like the Chips figures we showed earlier. That's the stuff that they're in.
Right on. Come see Mike, Bounty Hunter Toys. You're located on Ottawa Street.
118 Ottawa Street North.
Website is?
BountyHunterToys.com.
Right on. We're getting into Star Wars still coming up. Last Jedi. We come back next half hour on Morning Live. Boxing Week sale starts today. Runs all week long. So this is a reenactment of how excited I was to come to Bounty Hunter in our news truck, because our news truck kind of looks something similar to this. It's Fisher-Price beauty. Back here with Mike Kettle at Bounty Hunter Toys, and a collection of pretty unique toys here, Mike.
Thank you.
Where did all these come from? Oh, watch out for the cord!
They come from our front door. People always bring us collections because we buy stuff from people all the time. I mean, someone literally had all this stuff sitting in their basement, brought it in, we gave them a price, and they were good to go. Yeah.
This whole kind of back corner is a new area that you're kind of working through?
It's new-ish.
New-ish?
Yeah, but 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago, we opened it. But I'm still learning. I wouldn't say learning. I've always been aware of the stuff back here, but I'm still surprised by some of what comes in.
And we're going to say girl stuff. And I don't want to say it, but that's kind of...
I mean, Barbie's known as a girl's toy.
Yeah.
It has been my entire life growing up. Barbie's been girl, G.I. Joe's been boy. You know, that's the typical way it's been. But I don't like calling it girl toys. So we have little boys coming in and buying My Little Ponies.
Why get into Barbie?
Barbie, actually, I will admit, I didn't really care much about Barbie until we started selling it. And then I started looking at it. I was so impressed with the detailing on these things.
So like this has never come out of the box?
That's never been out of the package, no.
So who's buying a Barbie and never taking it out of the package?
Collector. Come on. Someone that collects them. Someone that appreciates them, enjoys them. Maybe they had it when they were younger and they want it again, you know. It's the same with anything else that we sell here. It's a nostalgia factor. You know?
Okay, so like a lot of the time too, it is a collector item.
So that one's not that old. That's only 2009, right? But if we have someone on here that was like 12 years old and had it then, and they're a little bit older now, and they've got a job, and they're like, hey, I kind of want that again. You know?
What kind of deals for Boxing Week?
We're gonna have discounts up to probably about 75% off.
Really? Yeah. Depending on the item.
What it is.
Yeah. You said My Little Pony. How's that sell?
My Little Pony sells great. We only sell the old ones right now. We've got some newer stuff, but the newer stuff is all vinyl based, so it's like pop vinyl or vinyl collectible kind of pony figures right now. We also do like Cabbage Patch Kids.
Cabbage Patch Kids, yeah, up there. So they're coming back around, aren't they?
They've been back around, but now their eyeballs are creepy now, man. Oh my god!
But these are the old. These are the originals. These are the originals up there.
Yeah, these are originals.
Right?
Yeah, right down to the signature on the butt. That's what they'll have.
Like anything, like people don't realize what they have in their basements and their attics. There could be some worth to it.
Yeah, we've had people bring stuff in here, and they maybe expect $50, and they're walking out with 500. So they really don't know what they have.
Tips again for people when they're bringing in stuff?
Well, as long as it's in good shape, complete, you get the most money. If it's packaged, you're going to get the mostest money, shall we say? Is that a word?
Sure.
Today it's
I don't know. I make up words every
Today
day.
it's a word. But as long as it's in reasonably good shape, we'll take it. We'll even take the accessories. Sometimes we'll take broken toys because we might need an arm for another figure that we've got, or we need a weapon for a figure. So we'll look at anything.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely anything.
Definitely Star Wars is popular, I would assume.
It's a little popular.
Yeah, we haven't tackled that yet. We will do that when we come back to Bounty Hunter Toys here on Ottawa Street with Mike Kettle on Morning Live. I'm going to steal a line from one of Mike's customers when he first opened 5 years ago. It's like walking through your childhood when you come into Bounty Hunter Toys because there were so many things. It's like, I remember that. I remember that. And the worst thing about me is I'm always touching it when I recognize it. Like this laser rifle from Return of the Jedi.
Actually, it's a carrying case.
Okay.
It's very deceiving, I know, but...
But I like to pick things up and touch it, and maybe I should not be touching certain things. Back with Mike Kettle. And so this is the Star Wars corner.
Yeah. It's the most popular corner in the store.
Bounty Hunter Toys, Star Wars base.
There might be a connection.
Yeah, there.
There's a character named Boba Fett. It's kind of the namesake of the store. So
you got tons of good stuff. Tons of like unique items too, like what Luke is shooting right now. Take us through some of these figurines.
Some of the original stuff in the package, back from like 1980, 81. We had a bunch of stuff from 1977, but it's sold, which we wanted to do.
Like you got a big collection from one.
We did from a long-time customer we've known for a long time. He's been collecting since his kids were small. He's in his 70s now. And it was time for him to sell. So, like, I owe him a huge thank you because it made me feel like a kid going through all this stuff. Like, we closed up for a day to go through it all. And I don't regret it at all because it was so much fun.
And he waited because he knew the movie was coming out?
No, he waited because he was collecting. He's a fan.
Oh,
He loves it. I don't think it had anything to do with the movie. Yeah. Just it's time. It was time. Like I said, he's in his 70s now. His kids are all grown up. And I think, it's just time for him to move along.
What else should we show folks? What's all this about? Some of these figurines back here?
That stuff there is actually a line called Vintage Collection, Vintage Trilogy Collection. Now, what Hasbro did about, I'm going to say about 8 years ago, I guess, 7 years ago, is start putting out a bunch of figures based on the original line that we were just showing you. And what they did is they updated the look of the figures, the detailing. They went through all 6 movies at the time that were out. So episode 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And they took off as well because, the old stuff is really expensive at times. And this stuff was a lot more affordable.
Anything that Star Wars related, that you're looking for that you don't have?
We're always looking for what's called the Last 17, Power of the Force figures. In '85, Kenner put out a bunch of extra figures. They didn't sell as well at that time, but they're really, really hard to find now. They came with a coin, and they're just hard to find. Anything Star Wars, of course, we're looking for. I don't really care what it is. We'll probably buy it.
So that's all the stuff in the packaging, but like, what's all the figurines that are out of the packaging?
So these ones over here are from 1995 to present. So you can see we've got like Kylo Ren and Rey up here already. Like someone brought them in already. We've got some Disney exclusive droids.
Okay, so I came over when we were off camera and I said, "Oh, look at R2," and you're like, "This is not R2."
That's not R2.
So these are just droids that you personally got at Disney.
At Disney, yeah, they're exclusives down there. You have to go to the park to get them. There's no other way to get them, unless you come here and you can save yourself a trip.
Right.
And a lot of money.
Did you see the movie?
Of course I saw it.
Obviously. Did you see it opening night?
I've seen it twice, actually.
Did you?
Yeah. I had to take my wife. Come on.
So would you take her? Can she come the first time you see it?
Of course she can. She doesn't want to. It's kind of become a tradition. It's me and she calls it me and the boys. Yeah. So it's me and a couple of my buds that go see the Star Wars movies when they come out. And because clearly we're going to enjoy it a lot more than she is. She's just there to see BB-8. That's it.
Right.
She's just there for the drama.
What about the porg? Do you like the porg?
At first I didn't.
Yeah.
They're the comic relief in the movie. Okay. They're okay. I don't mind them being there. I understand why they're there. They're okay. They're good. I don't want to spoil anything, but I was really impressed with how the movie unfolded. And it's funny. There's a lot of people that hate this movie online. I mean, a lot, and it's weird.
But it's just people that are just so cynical and they hate everything anyways?
Maybe, but right. I think it has a lot to do with people for the last 2 years, since Force Awakens, going online, reading what people think is going to happen, watching YouTube videos of like, oh, the story's going to go like this, and then watching the movie being, why didn't it go like that? Can't please everybody.
So now we tell everybody what happened. Spoiler alerts.
No.
But come and see this man right here at Bounty Hunter Toys, because starting today and all week long, you have Boxing Week sales.
Yep.
Some stuff up to 75% off.
Yep.
Right. So
Yep.
come and check them
All
out.
until Saturday.
Address on Ottawa Street is
118 Ottawa Street North. Website is BountyHunterToys.com.
Great seeing you, Mike. We'll see you next year.
Thanks.
Boxing Day.